This is your host, Britton Ambrose. Today's episode is titled LA Movies. The article has been written by Drew Alexander Ross. Los Angeles is the home to Hollywood, the capital of the movie industry.
Hollywood, the city of magic, where some find Aladdin's lamp and all their dreams come true.
The town became synonymous with movie making since its inception. Most of the big studios have their roots in this area of the city, and many still operate in the area or in Greater Los Angeles. And while many of the films Hollywood produces cover a wide range of stories from locations worldwide or even a figment of imagination, many films focus on the city of Los Angeles itself. Los Angeles is one of the major cities of the world. It sprawls over 30,000 square miles and contains a diverse set of cultures and neighborhoods.
I'll follow you into the dark.
Here we are.
This is beautiful.
Yeah, this is where I used to come to think. My rooftop.
These different areas are the backyard of Hollywood. It would make sense for there to be several films made in the backyard. Below will be a list of movies filmed in Los Angeles about Los Angeles. They will be in no particular order, but will aim to capture a snapshot of the history of film in the city.
Night will fall as it invariably must. Celestial stars will smile down upon the motion picture luminaries, and dusk will envelop the most glamorous city in the world, Hollywood.
The list. Stand and Deliver.
At a tough school, someone had to take a stand, and someone did.
Stand and Deliver follows the story of a high school teacher who sees the untapped potential of his students and goes against the grain of the expected standards. The film is set in East Los Angeles and is based on the true story of Jamie Escalante. The film was nominated for 1 Oscar, Best Actor in a Leading Role, for Edward James Olmos's portrayal of Escalante. Stand and Deliver offers a more in-depth view of the culture and determination of LA natives. Boys and the Hood.
In South Central LA,
Yo, Benita, let's do the local thing.
it's tough to beat the streets.
The debut film from the late director-writer John Singleton is a coming-of-age tale that provided insight on a life that is rarely heard. Boys and the Hood follows the lives of 3 young males dealing with the issues of relationships, race, violence, future prospects, and going from adolescence to adulthood in Crenshaw, Los Angeles. The Big Lebowski.
You got the wrong guy. I'm the dude.
Your name's Lebowski.
Jeff Lebowski, the other Lebowski, the millionaire.
Switching to humor in the city of LA, it's hard to beat the Coen brothers' The Big Lebowski. The film entails a life of Los Angeles slacker Jeff, the dude Lebowski, as he gets embroiled in the plot of a kidnapped trophy wife. It's a wild ride that isn't for everyone, but if it is, you'll howl with laughter at where the story takes you. Boogie Nights.
Jack Horner, filmmaker. I make exotic pictures.
The 8 times Academy Award nominated Paul Thomas Anderson blew audiences away with his early film Boogie Nights. The movie sports an all-star cast including Burt Reynolds, Julianne Moore, John C. Reilly, Don Cheadle, Heather Graham, Louis Guzman, William H. Macy, and Mark Wahlberg. It covers a wide range of emotion and depth while covering the lives of a crew in the porn industry and is an excellent showcase of filmmaking. Sunset Boulevard.
You'll read the big black headlines about Norma Desmond and this Hollywood scandal. But you'll never read the true story about the rest of us who were part of it. Me, for instance.
Sunset Boulevard is a Hollywood classic. It is an American noir film that focuses on the relationship between struggling screenwriter Joe Gillis and a former silent film star Norma Desmond. The association is a creepy brew of Desmond's irrational behavior and Gillis's willingness to play along. The film was nominated for 11 Oscars, winning 3. It is continuously picked in the rankings of best movies ever made. LA Confidential.
They were 3 cops who had nothing in common.
Freeze! Big B, what are you doing here? Hey, you know me, I'm keeping the streets safe, boys.
One would do anything to get ahead.
You're truly prepared to be despised?
This neo-noir film about 3 policemen investigating a series of murders in 50s Los Angeles is a modern classic. LA Confidential was up against Titanic at the Oscars and was nominated for a total of 9 Oscars. It won 2 in the departments of Best Actress in a Supporting Role for Kim Basinger and Best Writing Screenplay based on material previously produced or published. Blade Runner.
A Blade Runner's job is to hunt down replicants. Manufactured humans you can't tell from the real thing.
What's this?
Roy Batty. Probably the leader.
Blade Runner doesn't depict a classical or contemporary view of LA, but will make the list for incorporating the city in its idea of the future. The film is based on Philip K. Dick's Do Androids Dream of Electric Sleep, but unlike the novel, is set in a future Los Angeles rather than San Francisco. The 1982 film has Harrison Ford as Rick Deckard hunts down 4 replicants in 2019 Los Angeles. Training Day, End of Watch. Both of these films are written by David Ayer. Antoine Fuqua directed Training Day while David Ayer helmed End of Watch.
The streets. About the choices that will force a dedicated cop over the edge.
Training Day depicts Ethan Hawke's trial under Denzel Washington as to whether or not he can make it as a narcotics officer.
Brian Taylor. This is my partner. Officer Zavala.
I'm in my chonies.
I know, dude. Come on, come on.
I'm in my chonies. No.
Come on, man.
End of Watch follows Jake Gyllenhaal and Michael Pena as 2 LA cops who find themselves against forces greater than themselves. Each film gives a unique perspective on policing in LA. Marriage Story.
What I love about Nicole, she is a mother who plays, really plays.
What I love about Charlie, he loves being a dad. He loves all the things you're supposed to hate, like waking up at night.
Was nominated for 6 Academy Awards. Marriage Story. Marriage Story was nominated for 6 Academy Awards. The film switches between New York City and Los Angeles as a couple try to figure things out as they go through a divorce. Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson put in stellar performances in the leads with an Oscar-winning supporting actress performance of Laura Dern. While the relationship and custody of their child is the focus of the film, Los Angeles is in the background, and hey, it has space. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
No, that's my stunt double, Cliff Booth.
Quentin really did make a love letter to the city of Los Angeles and that period and to this industry and the people who came before us that allow us to do what we do.
Last but not least is Quentin Tarantino's homage to Hollywood. Many of his films are set in greater Los Angeles, while this one captures the vibe of the town in the golden age of 1969. Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio showcase the heights of their acting abilities in the film that follows the relationship between the stunt double and fading television star as they try to revive their careers amid a tumultuous array of cultural happenings. Honorable mentions: Chinatown, Die Hard, Swingers, Singing in the Rain, Magnolia, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, La La Land, Tangerine, Collateral, Straight Outta Compton, Heat, Repo Man, Mulholland Drive, To Live and Die in LA, The Player, Nightcrawler, Edward, Beverly Hills Cop, The Long Goodbye, The Graduate, Speed, Clueless, Drive, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Double Indemnity, Mi Vida Loca, Rebel Without a Cause, Crash, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, Devil in a Blue Dress, Friday. Conclusion: these films mark many different points in Los Angeles culture and filmmaking. They are films well worth watching and give a diverse taste of what the city has to offer. Many more movies about the city were not covered in the article, but this should provide readers with a great place to start. The honorable mention list is extensive and aims to pick out ones that weren't covered, but undoubtedly some were missed. Hopefully, there are some you haven't seen and will be excited to watch for the first time. And if you have seen them, maybe it's time for another watch. There is a lot you can get from the movies above. Part of that is a slice of Los Angeles. What is your favorite film set in Los Angeles? Thank you.
Hollywood, the city of magic, where some find Aladdin's lamp and all their dreams come true.